I know I want this so bad, but why can't I do it? Majority of people, this is like 99% of the population is living on autopilot. The true programming comes from our subconscious, where we get into action and we're like, this is super easy. Hello, happy Wednesday. This is Catherine Arkema. Who's excited for our conversation today on knowing? I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. All right, so today we're going to talk about our knowing and our knowing doing gap. This is a huge component of being able to achieve the results that we want, but also manifest more into our lives. Thank you, Mandy. Woohoo! Thanks for being here, girl. Um, and I would say that this is a massive, massive lesson for my clients in the Thinking to Results program. I actually did a training last night with an incredible group of women. If any of you are on live here today, say hi. Welcome to the group. And we talked about this, the knowing doing. And it was a big thing for me as well. Even now in business, we all know what we should be doing in our business, but we can find ourselves not doing what we know we should be doing. And the more we avoid it, the more the anxiety rises, the more like this internal guilt and this, that the thought process around it just starts spinning like a top. How many of you have ever experienced that where you're just like, I know I should be doing it. I know I should be doing it. And you beat yourself up for it, right? You start, why can't I bring myself to do this? And you see other people around you maybe achieving success in their business, and you're thinking, but why can't I? Or maybe it's in a health journey where you think, why can't I bring myself to commit to this journey? Whatever it is, maybe it's in your life, maybe it's in your business. We talk a lot about business, but what about in your life? Maybe there's something in your life that you're like, I know I want this. I know I want this so bad, but why can't I do it? Why can't I bring myself to do it? It's like you're circling the wagon, but you never jump in, right? You never go for the ride. And it's procrastination, it's avoidance, it's overthinking, it's perfectionism. There's a number of any different things that we can classify it as. I'm inconsistent. Maybe you show up, you're out, you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. And what we have to do is we have to step back and know what it is we're doing. What is it we're doing that we should be doing? What is it we know will move the needle forward in our business? Hey, Tina from Texas. Thank you for joining. I've got like a little turtleneck on here, and I'm sure you're probably like in a short sleeve t-shirt. Let's just keep it real. And so we know what we should be doing, but we're not doing it. Or maybe we're doing it inconsistently. And that really hinders us because we don't find ourselves in flow, right? When you're truly in flow and you've created a shift within your body, it should be easy. For those who are like crushing it and you're like, how are they doing it? They make it seem effortless. Well, guess what? They truly do feel this flow in the seas. They're just doing it. They're like, I don't know, just go do it. I heard so many times, network marketers specifically, where their uplines will be like, just go do it. Just go do it. Look at what the success it's brought me. And you know better, but you can't do it. You're like, I just don't get how they can do it. And when you do it, it feels icky. There's like a whole bunch of resistance. You might be even like sweating it a little bit before you sit down to do that stuff. This is our knowing doing gap. This is where we know we should be doing something in our business, but we're not. Maybe you got to make some sales calls. Maybe you got to book something out. Maybe you got to be going into an office. Like if maybe you're in direct sales, you work for a corporation and you got to go in somewhere and do something, right? It's not necessarily even an entrepreneurial scheme. It can be in the business that you're working with now. Hey, Kim, I'm only seeing you show up as hola. You got to click on the Facebook thing up front, up top there for StreamYard. I can't see your name, but hey, Kim. So what we need to do is become aware of what would move the dial further along in your business, flat out, or in your life journey. Maybe it's in your health, your wellness of life and a relationship and self-love. What is going to move that needle forward to you? What's going to move your ability to up level your life further? What should you know you should be doing to achieve that dream life that you're not doing? We all know it. And I want you to script it out. I want you to become fully aware of it. Because what is our first step? Awareness. Awareness is key to them being solving a problem. Because if we aren't aware of it, we can't solve it. If we're not aware of it, we're blind on autopilot. And this is how majority of people, this is like 99% of the population is living on autopilot. And you avoiding the work is living on autopilot. Because this is how we just get through. We stay in our comfort zone and we're like, well, if I just avoid the work, then I don't have to get out of my comfort zone. But here's the thing, you never truly reach those goals. Maybe you've been in this group since I started it back in September, and you've heard me talk about this, but still nothing has changed. Why is that? You hear what I'm teaching you, you hear the lessons, but it truly hasn't changed. You find yourself doing this still. Maybe you get into action and you're down. You're in action, you're down. Remember, our paradigm is our set point. It's because you haven't changed the beliefs and the behaviors that are behind it. You think you want to do better. Conscious mind is our thinking, our logic. But the true programming comes from our subconscious, where we get into action and we're like, this is super easy because we start attracting everything back to us, is in our subconscious. So, awareness. Number one, awareness. What do we need to do to move that dial forward in our business? And then I want you to go deeper. I want you to write out a big paragraph and be like, okay, if I change this about it, if I change this, let me just script out like a fictional thing. I'm not achieving sales the way I'd like to in my business. My sales go up and down. My income isn't consistent. It's going up and down and up and down. And I find myself nervous about reaching out to people. I find myself not getting into action. I find myself avoiding what I should be doing. The reach outs and the calling or the business prospecting isn't happening the way it should be. I want you to write out that thing. And then I want you to go in and I want you to circle all the areas that you're like, shoot, this is not where I know I'm not doing it. Because here's the thing I'm going to tell you. Pretty much everybody I coach, no, not pretty much, all of them. They know what they should be doing. They don't hire me as a strategic coach. They don't hire me to say, hey, this is how you do a sales call. They don't hire me to say, hey, this is how you do social media. Why? Because they've done the learning. They've done the learning. So Facebook is working on a fix. Please allow to create a new broad. I hope that this is still working. It's still flowing through, but I will check. So they know what they should be doing, but they're not doing it. And it's when they go through this process that they discover, okay, this is what I need to be doing. They already have it within them. It's just your programming that's blocking you. It's old beliefs. I'm not successful. I'm not worthy. What fear of rejection? Like there's a lot of beliefs underneath of it. And so when we can cover them and we can become aware of them, when you look at all the areas, my sales go up and down, my income's inconsistent, then you can say, well, what am I doing about that? Am I consistently showing up? Why am I avoiding that? What areas do I need to work at? Do I need to consistently say, I'm going to do a power hour, work a power hour in my business and then be done and let go? When you start consistently showing up and you start changing the beliefs inside of you, what happens is it puts the law of cause and effect into action. The cause is it changes something inside of us where we're like, I can do this. You start getting into action, and the reaction is this: it brings back to you what you want. Law of attraction. So to be able to know you should be doing something and to change it, we need to go to the root cause. We need to, if you're at a hose, okay, I want you to think about it this way. There's a hose. The hose is a spring of water, just turned on full blast, right? But if you kink that hose, what happens? You get a trickle. And you have to go along the hose until you find the kink. And when you unkink the hose, what happens? Whew, the stream comes through. Your knowing doing gap is like a kink in your hose. You could be doing quantum leaps if we only just looked at the area that you're not in action and discover the belief behind it and learn how to reprogram that. And if you're ready to unkink that hose, you're ready to reprogram that and stop doing the up and down, stop doing the same hamster wheel over and over again, coming up against the same struggles, finding yourself in my group months later still doing the same things. And it's time to get on a call with me and we can look at how to unkink that, how to unblock yourself so you can actually start getting into action through manifestation, the law of attraction, the law of vibration, and start bringing everything you need to you and a really great shift inside of you that is more than anything freeing. And my clients say, wow, they discover freedom, not only along with success. That's not all it's about. What if you could have more ease and greater flow in your business with less work? How does that sound to you? Incredible, right? That's what you'll experience. So if you're ready for that, I want to hear down in the comments. I want to say me. Just put me and we'll talk. And if you're just, maybe I need to explore this a little bit, Kath, that's okay too. I want to help you. And if you're ready for that help, then reach out and we can get to that next level. But if you're just in the awareness stage, then I want you to script out, where is the area that you are stuck? What does it look like? And now create something that's completely opposite to that. What if everything was flowing, everything was going great? And I want you to be your mindset and that be your focus. Uncover the beliefs that are behind it so you can unleash the potential that's already within you because you already know what you should be doing. It's just a matter of connecting with it. This is Catherine Arkema. I hope you enjoyed today's discussion on our knowing. So you have everything you already need inside of you. You have a lot of knowledge right there, untapped. Now it's just allowing it to come to the surface. We can do that. All right. I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous Wednesday and the rest of your week. And I'll be back next Wednesday at 12:30. We'll talk about something else to help you get unstuck. Bye for now.